Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Tyler Mitchell. I'm with CP Digital. Joining us today is John Edwards from M-Files. Today, John will be showing us a demo of Hubshare. This is a tool that is becoming increasingly more popular and allows for some really neat connectivity use cases and ties in really nicely with a platform that we use very often called M-Files. So John is going to walk us through what M-Files does, just to sort of set the background for how Hubshare ties into that and the various use cases that we see our customers really leveraging more and more these days. So, John, thank you for joining us today. And with that said, I'm going to hand things over to you.
All right, thank you. And I'm sharing my screen already so we can see that, but let me just jump right into M files and kind of give you a brief overview of that, just like Tyler was explaining. So with M files, we have the ability to store all our information. It's a full content management system, allowing us to store all our different documents, videos, pictures. It really doesn't matter what it is. We can store it within this system. And then to find documents, we have the ability to search for documents quickly by utilizing the search bar or these different views or dynamic folders that we have here on the left. Now with M files, what the power of M files and what it does is allow us to collaborate. So with whether that's through workflows or through quick assignments, we are able to collaborate with each other on documents and not have to pull those documents outside of the security of M files. So that's really what's key. So typically without something like this system with M files, you have to share. If you want to collaborate with somebody, you would throw it into an email, and that email would go back and forth. And with that, you have security risks. You have multiple versions of the document, and you tend to have a higher likelihood of losing control of which version is the most current version. But with M files, we eliminate all that. So we keep everything within one repository. All the collaboration is done internally, and it really keeps a strong sense of security, and then it allows us for better retentions on documents, and again, the ability to utilize those documents within workflow, because these documents that we're creating, we don't want them just for ourselves. We don't want them on our desktop where it's just us being able to view them. We want to allow others to collaborate and view those documents as well, and that's what M files brings. So if I wanted to quickly, I just want to pull up a document. I could just do a quick search, and I'm going to find a document within here, and you can see that it quickly searches throughout the repository. We even have the ability to search other repositories. So if your documents are within SharePoint, Google Drive, network folders, we could do that as well. And if I click on a document, I'm going to view the metadata cards. This is all the information that pertains to this document, allowing me to find this document like quickly or organize it based on different categories, such as the client, project maybe that it's tied to, or the type of document that it is. And in this case, it's a proposal. And I can even view a full preview of the document within here. So if I click on the preview, I could see the document, and you can see that it highlights that word proposal within here too. So it's searching not only the metadata and the naming, but we're also searching the content of the document. So you really, all you need to know is what you're looking for and not where it's stored, and you'll be able to find that document. And that's just a quick brief overview. If you're already familiar with M files, that's great. But if you want more information and have a deeper dive on M files itself, we can do that as well on a separate call. But what I want to do today is dive right into Hubshare and how that ties in. And so what Hubshare is it's a external web portal for external users. So we realized that we had a great thing with M files because we had that internal collaboration that we could do. So if I want to collaborate with internal users, I can do that easily now with M files. But then the question came up, how do I do that same collaboration with external users, people outside my organization? Do I have to create accounts for them? Do I have to give them access and manage rights within M files? And the answer is, well, that's one way you could do it, but the better way that we've come up with is utilizing Hubshare. And Hubshare is going to be our online portal for external user access to documents within mFiles. And what's nice about this is it's more than just a document share. So it's there's a lot of document shares out there where if you have large files or if you want to securely share documents, you can upload them into a document share. But what mFiles is with Hubshare is it's actually a portal, a portal where you have more than just sharing documents. You have a way of giving additional information. And I'll show you that when I get into the hub. But let's just take a look at that. So I'm going to go over on the left in my views and view some of my clients that I have hubs built for. So if I go over here, you can see I have 3 hubs built out, and one of them's for Gartner. We'll take a look at that one. So if I open this up, you can see the client that it's tied to, and that's going to be Gartner. And we also have some sharing with ESTT. And then the documents that are within here. So you can see all the documents, and these are all the documents that pertain to Gartner. So not all of these documents are going to be shared. So the beauty of sharing with Hubshare is that I can choose specific documents that I want to share with them. So I may have multiple documents share or within my Gartner portal or my Gartner file, but I only want to share specific documents from that. And so I can choose that too. And I'll show you that in a little bit more detail in a second. And then we can see who has contact for the hub, who are the users that have access to it. And then we also have support tickets. So with mFiles, we can create what's called a non-document object. It allows us to create different objects that may not be related to a document specifically. So for instance, and here we have a support ticket. So if I wanted internal users to fill out a support ticket, maybe they need help, then I can give them quick access to this support ticket object, and then IT would get notified because it's tied to a workflow. So it allows us to have those quick access to support tickets, and what Hubshare does is gives us the ability to extend that to our external users as well, and I'll show you that. So we're going to go ahead and click on the hub, and then we'll see we have a link right here, right to the hub, so I'll just jump right into it. So here it is. So the user would log in. I'm already logged in right now, but the user would have a login to the hub. And once they log in, this is what they would see. So this is fully customizable. The background, this blue screen I have back here is fully customizable and can be changed. And then what we call widgets here, I have a Twitter feed widget and then a general documents widget. These are fully customizable, and I'll show you some other examples that we have. This one I have pretty simplistic layout. I wanted to keep it very clean, but we do have the ability to add quite a few bit more information on the home page. The general documents here, these are maybe documents that I share with all my hubs. So they're tagged within mFiles to share with all hubs. And that way, any hub that I create, these documents are going to show up. And what that is maybe information on how to use Hubshare, maybe information about our company itself and what we do. So different documents like that we want to share, we can do that through here. And what's nice about this is these documents, when we're sharing them through mFiles, they don't actually upload into Hubshare. It's just a quick view into mFiles. So we keep those one version of the truth. Those documents are within mFiles, within the securities that we've put onto those files within mFiles. And when we utilize Hubshare, it's just a view. We're allowing a view into mFiles from here. So no longer do we have to worry about duplicating the documents. In a lot of cases, people will have a document repository, but then when they want to share it, they have to pull it out of the repository, creating a copy of that file, and then upload it into another portal, which is, again, creating another copy. And then it's very difficult to manage multiple versions of that file. And if you change it within your repository, then you have to re-upload the new document within the cloud service. Where with mFiles and Hubshare, it's viewing the document within mFiles. Any changes I make within mFiles is going to directly affect what they see within Hubshare. So let's go over to the M-Files tab. This is where the true collaboration comes in. You can see the documents that I'm sharing. So right now I have 8 documents shared out. I can also allow the external user to upload documents. So it's a full true collaboration that can go on here. So if they fill out some information on a specific document type that I want them to upload and then attach a file, it's going to upload directly into Hubshare and actually go directly into M-Files. So again, it's going to keep it within the security of M-Files. I may have different projects that I'm working on with them. I can show those as well. So I have them organized as projects, and then they can view all the different document types within that project. Now let's take a look at one of the documents. So if I click on a document, they'll have a full preview of the document, which is very nice. And then we also have the ability to do some collaboration or some markups on these documents. So if we did want to have them do full collaboration, then we can allow that as well. Now this is an option. If you want to keep them as read-only, you can do that. But let's say we wanted to upload this document and we wanted some input from our external users. So maybe we want to allow them to do some redlining, we can do that. If we wanted to allow them to maybe mark something here, give some additional information, change the address, we can do that as well. Even some highlights. So maybe we wanted to highlight the address that we want them to change. We even have the ability, there's a lot of different options here. We maybe want to add a signature. Maybe that's something we want to give them the ability to do. And then they can place that right on the document. Or we maybe just want to have them put a stamp on there, maybe an approval stamp. We could do that as well. So you can see we could do true collaboration. Then once they save their changes here, it would go back into M-Files. We can even have notifications set that we know that the document's been changed. And then at that point, we could view their suggestions and make modifications and then do that collaboration back and forth. Again, one version of the truth, the document always stays within M-Files. We're not uploading it anywhere. And we don't have to worry about file size or anything like that. And then when I mentioned those support tickets, we also have the ability to allow the external users the ability to create support tickets as well. So if I go down here to another tab, this is a support ticket. So I can view I can create a ticket and I can view my open tickets. So if I go here and maybe I need support today, I'll make it a little different. I tend to use the same verbiage. And then I can choose which type of support I need. And this is fully customizable again. I can put a little bit more description here. I'm just going to go ahead and create this. And then it says successful. If I do a quick refresh, here it is, need support today, new ticket, because I have errors. And you can see it was just uploaded a minute ago. But what's nice about this, it's actually going to show up within M-Files as well. So if I go back here and view the support tickets, here it is right here. I'm going to see that. And this is part of a workflow. So other users, maybe IT is going to get notification. It's going to go under their assignments and they're going to be able to view this and see what errors are going on. Maybe start going back and forth with the customer as to what problems they're having. And once once I receive it, I'm going to open the ticket first and then add some notes and then hit save. So you can see now it's in an open state. So I received the ticket and now it's open. If I go back here, the external users is going to see which tickets are open, which ones are new. If I do a quick refresh, now that that one's been open, you can see now it automatically reflects those changes. So the end user is always going to know exactly where we are within the ticket. And so now it's open. If I resolve this and I close this ticket, so now this ticket's closed, we're going to see that new need support today is going to go away because now it's been closed and we're only showing open and new tickets here. So that's a way that we could do additional collaboration or support with our end users and have that communication go back and forth by allowing these objects to be tied with M-Files. I want to dive a little deeper into the documents itself as well. This is another example of a document that we can do within here. This is actually a fillable form. So if you have fillable forms, we can add those as well. So, and allow them to just fill in the information. And I'm not going to fill the whole thing out, obviously, but we can fill out different parts of the application here and then save those changes and confirm our changes. And what that's going to do is it's going to send a document directly into M-Files on a workflow. So if I go back to the home, and you can see here's a filled application. So it's assigned to me. I can view the information, who it's from, and then I can view the document itself. So we can have them fill out applications within here if I have those fillable forms, and then have them go directly back into M-Files. And again, these documents always reside within M-Files. We have all the security within that. We can have them part of a workflow, and now we're tracking versions of this document as well. So even though they did some edits within Hubshare, everything they're doing in Hubshare is a direct reflection to what's going to happen within M-Files. And this one, I can go ahead and approve this document here. And now it goes away. It's no longer assigned to me, but it's going to show up within their documents. There you can see that filled application is a new upload. And then if we do a refresh, that filled application is now approved. So that's another example of what we can do. But I want to show you how easy it is to publish documents within the portal. So you can see we only have, at this point, 9 documents shared here. And if we go back into that Gartner, I'm going to have a quick shortcut here. If we look at all the documents, we have 39 different documents, and not all of them are shared. So if I, let's go a different route so I can see exactly, I could add different properties, but I'm just going to go ahead and go to Manage Clients. And I'm going to add, I want to see exactly which document. So I'm going to add that shared. So I can easily with M-Files add whatever information makes sense to me if I want to see it. And I can just go over here. I'm going to add the shared. If I go up a little bit. All right, so right here, share to hub. So I want to see which documents are shared to the hub. I'm just going to pull this over so I can see it. So right here, I can view exactly which documents are shared and which ones aren't. So any document that I click on here, you can see that we have this metadata share to hub, and it's just a Boolean yes or no. And so if I wanted to share this, I could. If I wanted, and this one right here, for instance, John's test, this one is shared. So if I wanted to unpublish this or not share it anymore, I can just simply change this to no, hit save. And now this document is no longer going to be shared. So we can go back and see John's test. It's right here. If I do a quick refresh, oops, I don't think I saved my change. Do a quick refresh, and now John's test is gone. So just like that, I can unshare a document. Maybe I was editing this document, making some changes to it. I wanted to unpublish it for the time being as I was doing my edits. At this point, everything looks good on the document. I want to share this again. It's as simple as just changing this back to yes, saving my change, and then at that point, when the end user logs back in or does a quick refresh, they're going to see that document show up again. So that's how easy it is to share documents. There's no uploading needing to be done. I don't have to delete files from the portal. It's all, again, just a direct view into M-Files, keeping one version of the truth at all times. And that's within the security and the boundary of M-Files. And so let me show you really quick another example of what a hub can look like. So we can have multiple hubs for different customers. Here's ESTT's hub. This one has a little bit more information on it, a lot more widgets. You can see the background screen I've changed. We can change all the logos up here. We can co-brand it. I have our M-Files logo up here, but you can change that to maybe your company logo, and then over here you could have the client logo, so the client that the portal's built for. You can have their logo over here. So these are fully customizable. The background screen's customizable, and then as you can see easily, the layout is customizable, and the size of the widgets too. So you can see my widget for the Twitter was a larger, where this one's a lot smaller. And so you can fully customize how the size of the different widgets. And again, these documents, public documents, we have YouTube videos here. Maybe this is information about our customer or about our company, or maybe information on how to use Hubshare. We can add those videos. And then we have, again, request information. We can have little graphs here, contact information, maybe a gallery of photos. So if I have some information and news, I want to put it into photos, I can do that and have them rotate around. We can do external links as well. So a lot of information. You can see even the sidebar here. I have a lot more different pages that I can utilize to have that full collaboration. And again, everything's fully customizable. Even that document share portal here, this is fully customizable. And if we want them to be able to edit any documents within here, or even edit the metadata, we can allow that. It's fully up to you as to what rights you want to give those end users. I can show you one more example here. This one's an onboarding portal we have. So we're utilizing this with a little HR workflow, allowing new employees to have access to onboarding tasks that we assign to them, documents, and then employee information that they may approve. There's general documents here, so the new employee can have that. So instead of having the employee upload all these documents back and forth through email or through unsecure manners, or having to go back and forth through a file share, we can utilize Hubshare to keep all the documents organized within one location. Anytime the potential new employee adds something new, maybe an application, maybe we upload the offer letter, they sign it, and then upload it back, all that, the document's going to stay within M-Files. So we can do a full onboarding collaboration as well through this. And if you do want to see more of that as well, we can set up a call to do the full onboarding demonstration and how that ties in with M-Files. And so we can go walk through that whole process and what it looks like as well. And then here's one more example I'll just bring up. This is more for a law firm that we have with legal. It's very popular to do collaborations with their clients and with different matters they're working on, and we can do that as well. As you can see here, we can view different information, different documents, and depending on how we want to organize those documents, maybe we have a to-do list like this. We can do this. We have some information here that we can add by the graphs, and then that, again, that M-Files collaboration. And you can see on the different examples I showed that it's really customizable. But if you have a layout that you like, you've designed it, you think everything looks great, the background screen is perfect, everything's set up the way you like, then you can create a template from that. And what that's going to do is allow you to create new hubs based on how you created that one hub. So you can have multiple different templates and then recreate hubs based on those templates to make your life a lot easier. All you'd have to do is go in, maybe change the logo if you had it branded for a specific user, or different information like that. So Tyler, I'll hand it back to you if there's, or if you had any questions, Tyler, if you want to me to show something specific that I might have missed.
I think you did a great job in showing us Hubshare, and it's really interesting seeing how it interacts on the back end, so to speak, of M-Files. A quick question that I have here: is there any limit to the amount of hubs that you can have, or the amount of external users that can access them?
So there's no limits to the number of hubs that you can create out of the box. There's no set technical limit to the number of external users you can have, but there's as far as the users go, there's internal users and external users. So there's no limit, but you just have to have a license for those users. So there are licenses for the users, but the as far as the hubs go, it's unlimited.
That's excellent. Um, I I think that's all we have here. So again, I appreciate your time, John. This has been very informative. For anybody viewing, if you have any questions or you'd like to see more about either M-Files or the Hubshare implementation that comes in addition to that, feel free to reach out to your account manager or myself, and we'd be happy to walk you through some more information. So thanks again, John,
All
and
right,
thanks
yeah,
for
thank you.
joining. All right, have a nice day.
Bye bye.